going on, all you beautiful people, and welcome to the Class vs. Crass. You gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry.
Jeez, way to ruin the intro there. Welcome everyone to the Class vs. Crass gaming podcast. I'm your host Jason Levine, and joining me as always is RGT85, as the shirt says.
Hello.
See, the hair is a little bit loose tonight.
Yeah, I didn't put a hair tie in it. I woke up from a nap at like 7, so it's been a hard day.
Sounds like it. At least your boss was easy on you.
Yeah, he usually is.
That's good. If this is your first time joining us, this is a 1-hour podcast dedicated to gaming, where we're going to be talking about the latest news, some headlines, what we've been playing, what we've been snacking. And then we do the lightning round at the end. That's where we take the user topics or questions and we toss it up for discussion. So I just wrapped up my own chocolate cake down in some coffee to follow that up. How about you, Sean? What are you snacking on?
I just ate a slice of pizza. I ordered a pizza this afternoon while I was uploading a video. So I just ate another slice of it. There's about half left.
What was on it? Pineapple?
Cheese. No, cheese.
Here's the thing. I've never met adults who ordered cheese pizza until about 2 years ago.
That's bullshit because I've known you longer than that.
But, okay, 4 years ago.
There we go.
What's the story? That's not pizza. That's cheese bread.
No, it's pizza. Why does pizza... Okay, it's like a fucking Triscuit. Like, I can eat a Triscuit and I don't need to put a bunch of shit on there. I can eat a wheat thin and I don't have to put a bunch of shit on there. A pizza at its core is dough, sauce, cheese, oregano, and olive oil.
What?
Well, yeah. Put oregano on it. Be Italian for once in your life. But yeah, that's the base. Okay, remove oregano. That's those 4 things, and then everything else makes it like a freaking plate. And then you're putting meats on there, you're putting vegetables on there and shit. And like, yeah, I'll get down with that sometimes. But if I'm ordering a pizza, I want a cheese pizza. I want to taste. You need to taste the cheese blend. You need to taste the sauce, and then after you're familiar with the place and see what they do, you can expand beyond that. Wow. But especially like a first time, no, you need to taste their cheese pizza, because if their cheese pizza isn't good, nothing is going to be good.
Just cheese pizza. You don't even ask for specific cheeses on it. You're just like,
no, it's the house blend.
Wow.
Because that's the basis of all of their pizzas. Every pizza that you ever eat from that place is that pizza.
Right.
Unless you get, you know, like an Alfredo or the veggie pizza or whatever the vegans do. If
it's my first place and I order, and you probably don't, do you know what a Canadian pizza is? Probably not.
No, it sounds horrible though.
It's pepperoni, bacon, mushroom.
It's probably very highly taxed. What is that, like $57 plus tip?
If it's delivered to your door, you're probably looking at $20 Canadian.
Jesus.
That's like 15 US.
No, that's not bad.
Right. If I'm ordering a Canadian pizza, it shows up at my door and it tastes good. Why do I care what the cheese pizza tastes like?
I mean, I guess if you want to be a huge risk taker like that, but
what's the risk? More toppings? More flavor?
It's not necessarily better though.
I mean, okay, maybe a few more dollars.
Yeah, you're paying more and putting more risk into it.
All right. I'm learning something new about you every time.
I mean, it's true.
What are you guys eating in the chat? You guys got pizza? What's your opinion? Cheese pizzas. You guys snacking on anything tonight?
It's delicious.
There's all sorts of crazy pizzas out there. But snacks aside, while people chime in with their snacks, what have you been playing this past week?
I've been playing Yonder. Been playing.
What's Yonder?
Yonder is a game. It came out on the PS4. It came out on the Switch digitally, and then they just did a physical run of it, like late last month. It's like Breath of the Wild minus combat, but I'm strangely addicted to it, and it actually looks really like for an indie game. Like the lighting engine, they need to outsource that. Like
what's it called? They did
Yonder. Here, Here's the case. I have it right here.
In the back. Oh, looks pretty nice.
I've been playing this because my review goes up on Tuesday. Sonic Mania Plus.
That is shiny.
Has a reversible cover. I reversed it last night on the Spawn cast.
Very nice.
So it's Genesis. What else did I play?
It's funny, you got Genesis game on your Switch.
Right. I of course played Fortnite.
Oh, so you're actually regularly playing that.
I've put like 70 hours into the Switch version. It's not healthy.
Let's not talk about healthy game habits today.
It's kind of bad. It's because the stupid Switch is just like
I'm actually curious now what my Hyrule Warriors time is.
It just like lays there next to me in bed, and it's like, oh, you can't sleep? Why don't you turn me on for a minute? I'm like, all right, cool.
You gotta stop going to bed with it. If you can't say no, just don't bring it to bed with you.
No, man. And then next thing I know, it's like 6 in the morning, and birds are chirping, and I'm like, oh well. Well, I guess I'll sleep in a little bit.
Sounds like Switch.
Crash Insane Trilogy. I've been playing a hell of a lot of Crash 3, which is a fucking amazing game, and I will probably put that in my top 20 games of all time. And I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed that I did not play it sooner than now.
So I should try it. It's how's it compared to the first one?
It's better.
Why?
It's more refined. There's more gameplay, deviations and stuff like that. There's like racing. There's underwater segments. The platforming is much tighter. I would say the difficulty curve is nowhere near. It's not nearly as difficult as the first game. Like I probably got 14 levels into the first game, and it started getting really challenging. I'm like 20 some odd levels into this, and I still feel like I have a good grasp on what's going on and whatnot. So yeah, like fucking awesome game, man. And I've been dicking around some more in Wolfenstein 2, playing a little Fallout 3 because they put that on Game Pass, and playing a little bit of that, a little Master System here and there, just pretty much all over the place.
I don't remember, where do you see your time played for a game?
You like pull up your name, your profile, and then click your name.
Pull up my profile, click my name.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm already over 50 hours in Hyrule Warriors. Played for 50 hours or more. What'd you say?
Terrible, man.
No, I said terrible game.
No, I like that. I haven't bought it yet. I'll probably wait for like $40 or something like that.
It's so much better. There's so much in it. You know, I took the plunge. I think I already went on a bit, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors over the past week. I'm just going through the maps. I've unlocked all the level 2 weapons, working my way through the level 3 weapons. And the reason I want to go through all of that is because once you have all the level 3 weapons, you actually unlock the Master Sword's true power. But then once you get the level 4 power, or the level 4 weapons for every character, then the Master Sword unlocks even more. So I'm just curious to see what a fully unlocked Master Sword looks like.
Probably pretty strong.
Probably. And of course, then there's the adventure maps that are just like so. It's the adventure maps that makes Hyrule Warriors. If you've played it and you don't like it and you haven't done adventure maps, try adventure maps. Like those things are so addicting. It's crazy. So I'm on my way to the third one. I haven't really 100%ed 1 and 2 yet, but I'm getting the meat first, and then I'm going to go back and 100% it. Another game, actually, last week I've been playing quite a few things. I've been playing Firewatch. Did you play that?
Yeah.
Did you beat that?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty slow game, but pretty interesting.
Walking simulator.
Yeah, it's like Death Stranding. Then there was Inside, which I beat and played. Limbo. No, I didn't beat Inside. I beat Limbo. Was that 2 weeks ago? That was 2 weeks ago. Shit. But Octopath Traveler is something I I played up all the entirety of the demo this past week, so I played 3 hours, and it's pretty good. I feel like I said this last week though. Have I just been playing Hyrule Warriors all week?
Sounds like it.
I think I have. But next week I'm definitely picking up Octopath Traveler. I am addicted to that game. It's really, really good. Have you played it?
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
You're not?
Not initially.
Okay. Were you into the SNES RPGs back then?
I mean, no, because I had a Genesis, but I mean, I like them now. I got Shining Resonance coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna be playing that a bunch, and I don't feel like juggling 2 RPGs. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a tad bit overhyped, though. I mean, that's also falls on Square for saying, "Oh, it's a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy VI." It's like, Jesus Christ, man, calm down.
I wish they didn't say it. I felt it. I agree with it, but I wish they didn't say it. Because if you go into the game expecting Final Fantasy VI, that's not what it is. It's better. It's better than Final Fantasy VI in some ways.
Okay.
It is. The story is really good. The music is amazing. Watch Chapter 2 be just terrible. Like, everything after Chapter 1 just goes downhill. Because I don't know. It could be. What else we got? Yeah, I guess I did. I just played Hyrule Warriors all week. Wow. Crazy. Octopath Traveler next week. Are you picking up Captain Toad?
Yes, I did buy that. I'm going to have like a day to review it. So ideally, I don't know. I think, you know what? There's a way you could cheat. I really just want to play the fucking Odyssey levels. Like, I've already played the game.
Right.
And I know the Odyssey levels are short and disappointing or whatever, but whatever.
It's going to be like 5.
Yeah. There's a way to unlock them right at the start with the amiibo, though.
Oh, really? The Toad amiibo? Or?
Yeah.
You have it?
No, I literally, before we went on, I saw a news story about it. I need to see, because if it's like, let's see, yeah. You can use the Mario Odyssey amiibo to immediately unlock, if you have a Toad, okay. But you need an amiibo. If you have any of the Super Mario Odyssey amiibo, you could scan them and unlock the stages right away. All right. Well, it could be Mario, Peach, or Bowser. So let's see if Amazon has any of these, because that'll be worth the fucking investment, just so I can play that, and then obviously play a couple levels, make sure the performance is good.
Pro Nerdy in the chat says, "I've never played Captain Toad, so excited to pick it up." It's a really good game if you've never played it. Oh God. It's but if you've been on the Wii U, I don't know. I as someone who's played it on the Wii U, I don't feel a need to buy it again. Like, if you didn't need to review it, would you buy it?
Yeah, because I don't have to review it.
Oh, okay.
All right, which one do I want? The Mario, the Peach, or the Bowser? Yeah, I want the Bowser.
No question.
$13 to unlock. Fuck you, Nintendo. Fuck you. It's worth it.
But you don't need to. You can play it. No, wait. Yeah, you can play. All you need is a save file, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Jason. The game comes in Friday. I go out of town on Sunday.
Oh, right.
So it's pretty much the game's going to come in Friday. I'm going to play it all fucking day Friday and Friday night, and then ideally do the review on Saturday.
I was going to try to make the Toad WoW voice, but I don't think I can get that deep.
What else is in my shopping cart? Oh, yeah, that tuna fish. What do you think about, like the Star-Kissed tuna that you buy in the packets, the individual packets?
No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
You buy your tuna off Amazon?
I feel like I could. It's slightly cheaper.
Okay, like, that's the last thing. Fish is the one thing you want to buy as fresh as possible.
No, it's packaged tuna, stupid.
Packaged tuna.
Like, you know how you buy tuna in a can?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is tuna in a packet. and it's just like an individual packet.
Like, like paper?
I'm not gonna buy it, huh?
Like paper packet?
No,
Plastic?
No, it's like a foil packet. Like you rip it open and then the tuna is there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna order that. I'll just order the Bowser amiibo.
Yeah, you do that. Don't worry.
There we go. I'm a cheater. I am a cheater.
Well, that's what it's there for. It's for rich people like you that don't want to actually play the game and just want to have access to everything.
I do want to play the game, but I want to do it in a timely manner.
So that's what we've been playing. All right, let's get into our headlines for tonight. So in the past week, what do we got here? We got, well, we found out about Panic Button's upcoming Switch game, which if you haven't seen the reveal, it is Warframe that is coming to the Switch, a free-to-play third-party shooter that came out 5 years ago.
You meant to say third-person shooter.
What did I say?
Third party.
I did mean to say third person. Thank you. Oh, God. Speaking of Fortnite, didn't you have a little incident with a child?
Yeah, Colton, man. Colton wasn't fucking around.
Have you heard back from him?
No, that was just a one-time thing. I didn't add him as a friend or anything. He was a little badass kid.
You want to share for those who might not be familiar?
So I'm sitting there playing Fortnite. I'm doing 50v50, of course, because that's my mode. And so there's this little fucking kid, and he won't shut up. He keeps talking. And so I just started talking to him. And I can hear his mom in the background, and she's like, Colton, you need to put on your pajamas. It's 8:30. And he's like, I'm playing a game, Mom. I mean, his voice was I'm playing a game, Mom.
Much more innocent.
Yeah, and so she's like, well, you need to put your pajamas on. And then I'm like, yo, little homie, you gotta put those pajamas on. He's like, no, I don't want to. And I was like, dude, you gotta listen to your mom. And he was like, I'll never listen to her. And I was like, whoa. And then he was like, I saw you picked up a launch pad. Let me build something. And he built us like this little thing to fly off of. It was pretty interesting.
Did you guys win?
No, I died.
Did you outlive him?
Nah, Colton outlived me.
Oh, okay. It's not. I was at a parade last week, and of course, there's a lot of kids all along the road, and they're all doing these like Fortnite dances. Like not the people in the parade, the people watching the parade. All these kids.
You should have ran them over. Don't be doing that shit in real life.
I was sitting in the chair with my son doing the same kind of dances right next to me. It's like doing this thing called like the floss. Your
son was doing the dances?
Yeah.
They need to take him away from you because you've obviously failed as a father.
It's not my proudest moment. One day he's going to watch these podcasts, probably.
He doesn't understand English. That's fine.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
So Warframe, I've never played it.
I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I had to Google it.
I'm surprised. I thought you knew what it was.
No, I never played. The first free-to-play game I ever really played was Paladins.
Which you fell in love with.
Yeah.
All right. What's the story behind Warframe?
It's a third-person co-op sort of Destiny-like experience. From what I've gathered.
Who made this? Digital Extremes. What else did they make?
Supposedly, though, the game is like completely different than when it first came out.
Hey, did you know the studio that made this is an hour away from me?
Yeah, there's a lot of studios an hour away from you. It doesn't mean you ever go see them.
I could. Is that how we're going to switch topics every time you make that noise?
I just want to make that noise a bunch.
God, so annoying.
It's a good song.
You gonna be playing it though, Warframe? It's not my thing.
It's free.
I don't care. Do you? You were saying you don't think this is all that Panic Button has in store. You don't think this is their big reveal?
No.
Why not? What do you know that we don't?
I don't know anything.
Just a gut.
But I do know that I believe there's at least at least 1 or 2 more games that they're doing that could potentially release this year.
Well, last year they were working on Doom and Wolfenstein at the same time, correct?
And Rocket League.
All 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, they retweeted Nintendo Enthusiast.
Who did?
Panic Button.
Very nice. Okay, next topic. Let's go into something a little bit more interesting. In the last week or 2, we've been seeing a lot of people talking about the Nintendo stock, how it plummeted after E3. Do you care? Do we care? Are they going under? What's going on? Stock analyst RGT Long, go.
I made a video on it.
You can't just say that on this podcast every time I ask you something. Oh, I made a video. Go check it out.
Well,
go spend 10 minutes. Give me all those ad revenue.
Shut up. Today's video was 15 minutes. I didn't even realize it. I was like, oh man, I don't even know how long I can talk about this, but it ended up fucking going forever. Basically, it's much ado about nothing.
I need you to take your videos and present it to me all within 5 minutes.
Ew. That's how your channel sinks. No, I mean, it's the stock ended. The stock on Friday ended at the exact same price that it did last year.
Right.
It was the exact same price.
I was checking that out, yeah.
The stock in like 2013 was like 113, and now it's like 310. You can't just fucking look at a couple weeks or a month of a stock and then be like, oh, like, okay, if it goes down like 100%, sure, you know, cause for alarm. But you know, these investors are mostly stupid anyways. Like, and I'm not even saying that in a mean way. I'm saying that in a sense that they're stupid towards the gaming industry. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Read those investor meeting reports, you know, where the investors ask questions and stuff like that. You'll be absolutely amazed by the stupid things they say. They have like no clue what's going on within Nintendo. People aren't going out there buying a Nintendo stock because they say, I love Nintendo or I love video games. They're buying a Nintendo stock because their stockbroker said, yo, you need to look at this. You need to put money on this. This is going up right now. Yep. And vice versa, you know, sell when it starts. Oh, you know, you need to get out. You invested when it was 200. Now it's 300. You've made your money back, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's how the stock market works. The stock market is not indicative of the video game market, and people need to stop equating the two damn things together because it's stupid.
Yes, totally agree. Actually,
you need that sound clip.
I do need the sound clip. We're gonna add it into. We need sound clips, period, to this show.
Yeah,
and I also need a tech. Get Jason a tech, please. So there's actually a really good 20-minute episode on Netflix of this if you want to check it out. It's I think it's called Explained as a series, and there's an episode on the stock market which pretty much says exactly what Sean said, that the people who are investing in all these different companies' stocks don't necessarily know what they're not necessarily gamers or aren't necessarily that knowledgeable in what's good and what's not. And actually, while you were talking, Sean, I want to pull up the stock for anyone who hadn't looked at it. But yeah, okay. So if you can see here, this is what everybody's talking about, how it kind of just tanked since May 18th is just before the big fall. Or was that about?
But the thing of it is, you can't have a big fall unless you have a big high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm showing the 5. I'm showing the 5.
Nothing is ever going. That's and just like in my excellent video, which everyone should watch, talking about Nintendo, which of course a lot of people got. I ended up losing, like, when I first uploaded that video, I lost like 10 subs because they were like, it's clickbait, and it's like, no, you don't understand the video. You shouldn't even be here anyways. I made the video very sensationalist. You know, the thumbnail is like me having a stroke, crying, and, you know, graphs going down, R.I.P. Nintendo. Yeah, but it was done for a purpose. It was done to show how so many media outlets how they over sensationalize things for, you know, to bring people in. And they, you know, it's just like the whole when Fortnite came out on the Switch, and you know, Sony stock lost 2% because of they wouldn't allow people to get their stuff back or to use their Epic account on the Switch. And everyone was like, Sony stock is plummeting 2% because of this situation. And then I looked at it. That's actually a portion of the video, and it's actually up 1% from when it went down 2%. So in my video, I'm like, well, should we be praising Sony for their stock going up 1%? I mean, were they right to block these accounts? Obviously, it had no long-term impact like all these video game websites want you to believe. So it was done satirically, but, you know, some people just don't get it. You know, they can fuck off anyways. I don't, you know, is what it is.
All right. Back to look at the stock graph. If you look at the back 5 years, I just want to show everybody how it's been trending here. So you look back in May, end of May is when it was kind of just before the plunge at about 42,000 Japanese yen, which I think that's, I don't remember the conversion. Is 42,000 $42?
No.
Or is it $420?
I think it's 420. Let me say.
No,
it's 30, 38.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Okay, so as of July 6th, Friday, it's down to $34 basically. But if you look back, yeah, it's been basically riding the wave of the Switch hype over the past year. Exactly after E3 last year, it was at about $30. And that was after a rise that had happened since the Switch's original game launch in January.
You can even look and see when Pokemon Go hit, it was like, what, 22? I think, like July 2016. I can't see the graph, obviously. Mm-hmm. But like Pokemon Go, the $1 million moneymaker only made it shoot up that
Actually,
much.
That's what triggered it. I think that's what triggered the descent was the Pokemon Go. The Pokemon Let's Go announcement is what started the downtrend.
I'm talking about Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to get to that. So if you go back, yeah, you got the Switch. Ever since that January presentation, the stock has been shooting up. You had this huge spike that happened in July 2 years ago, which was the Pokemon Go frenzy, where it went from $14 to about $28. And then before that, it was the Wii U stuff. And I don't know what happened in March 2015 that made it go up, but it was pretty weak after. That was probably after financial earning reports or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all that to say, this is kind of a cool down where, you know, a lot of investors probably bought in the early part of the Switch, like rising, and it's a valid strategy that, okay, it's been a year, I want my money back and I want some profit on it. And they're seeing it like trending downwards. So now's the time to sell. Everybody starts panicking, everybody sells, and that's what does this. Some people are saying, so the conversation really that we should be having here is people are saying that it's dropping because Nintendo had a weak showing at E3. With that simple statement, agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Okay, I disagree as well. And I think that's the important thing here is that
I don't think it helped, but I don't think it hurt because like 97% of those investors, you say, so what'd you think of Nintendo's E3? They're like, huh? Excuse me?
Yeah, because nothing, like last year's E3 was very easy for any investor. They saw Mario, they saw, wait a minute, last year. Let me get back in. Was, yeah, Breath of the Wild was already out. So they saw Mario. Everybody knows Mario.
They got a Metroid announcement, got a Bayonetta announcement.
They don't know what that is last year, though. Like a lot of investors, they saw Mario. It's an easy, like it was so easy to put your money down on the Switch last year because it was coming off of a high from Breath of the Wild and you were heading into the fall with a Mario game. Now it's cooling off. You've got a Pokemon Let's Go, not a Pokemon. And actually, like if you're into stocks, I would probably suggest buy now because you're going to have the Pokemon game, 8th gen, that's going to be announced in a year from now, and that's going to shoot the stock up again. And then that's where you cash out.
I just think 99% of the video game audience shouldn't care about stocks.
Unless you want to make money. I mean, if you're passionate about it and you want to risk your money, I think it's a valid, like to get into stocks, not to read stocks.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, most of the people aren't getting into the stocks to make money. They're getting into the stocks to sort of I don't even know what they're doing, honestly.
Well, they're looking for headlines. They're looking for news. Like gaming news is kind of slow, you know, as you can tell from the amount of topics we have tonight. So people will grab at anything for news, and a stock that drops is a conversational piece. Elizabeth asking, am I still playing Pokemon Go? Yes, I am. I spent an hour outside today catching a ton of Squirtles so I could get a Blastoise. And I also got a Squirtle with sunglasses.
Wow.
It was a Squirtle community day.
You have problems.
You laugh at me now, but just wait until next year when Pokemon Let's Go comes out, and I'm gonna have some kind of edge over you somehow because I can transfer my Pokemon over.
Yeah, but that would require you having time to play it.
Oh, shut up. Maybe I will. All right, next headline for tonight. What else are we talking about here? GameStop up for sale. That's a pretty big story. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I made a video on it like 2 weeks ago. It was actually 13 days. To
shit! Yeah, this came out like mid-June. We didn't talk about it. That's important. Such a kid. GameStop up for sale. Who's gonna buy it? What's the future? Is there any value? Is physical dead?
Well, talking about physical media, I actually made a video today on how GameStop dying could impact the physical market, because there's actually an interesting correlation between the two. I actually have my notes still up on this screen here, but I won't give too much into it because that's fine. I'm sure everyone in here has watched the video. So basically you
44 different viewers. 44 viewers isn't going to kill your channel. Don't worry.
It might. Every view counts. Some analysts are saying it'll be an all-digital future in 2022. I claim bullshit on that. I think that's way too soon because that would pretty much be saying that the PS5 and the Xbox One, 2, or whatever won't have a physical media drive, which I don't think that this is the generation to do it. I think 2 generations from now. Obviously, digital games have gone up in sales, physicals going down in sales, but I mean that's accumulation of a few different things. Most of the statistics though actually include things like Steam, so it's kind of a bit muddy. I feel I would like to see actual video game company statistics as opposed to shit like PC gaming, which hasn't had a physical media in forever. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the problem is I feel like if GameStop, I don't think they're going to go out of business or anything, but they could. Or a massive downsize. There's over 7,000 GameStops in the U.S. alone.
Yeah, there's a lot. You don't need that.
If you look at a map of Philadelphia, there's one. I think there's like 20 something in the city of Philadelphia, as in the actual city. So there's going to be massive downsizing, but a company could easily come along like Amazon and buy up GameStop, but basically make them those Amazon, what are they, lockers?
Storage? Like where you can pick up Amazon stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
So, and essentially getting rid of GameStop, which would in turn really kill the physical gaming market. Would it completely kill it? No, but it would be a huge death blow because, there are companies like Nicalis, there are companies like whoever made Yonder, that they want a physical game for a specific reason because there's 2 specific reasons. One is this game isn't going to be for sale. If you go to your Best Buy or your Walmart, you're not going to see this game on the shelf. But if you go to your GameStop, you might. And there's a better chance.
Right.
And what ends up happening is, little shithead Johnny and his mom go to GameStop and they're looking at Super Mario Odyssey, but then this game is next to it because shelf presence is still very important. It leads to impulse buys. Yep. But, and the second thing is there's such an oversaturation of the digital market. Like, how many fucking games come out? Since this podcast started, there's been 47 more Steam games added to Steam. And, there's 20 fucking games that come out on the Switch each week. These games get buried. And when you have a physical good, it gives your game a second chance. It gives your game another lease on life. I probably would have completely forgotten about Yonder, even though I knew I wanted to play it, if it wasn't for the physical version of it.
This episode of Class vs. Crass is sponsored by Yonder. Really is.
Sponsored by RGT85's YouTube channel.
Pretty much is. Just shout out to Matthew. Thank you so much for the donation, saying, "Sup guys, nice topics. Miss ya, Sean."
Who gave you money?
Matthew Hennigan.
Oh, that's fine. I love Matthew.
All right. I don't think it's going to be so much. The fall of GameStop is more an indication that brick and mortar physical game is not a feasible business in 2018 anymore. But I don't
to some degree. I'm actually going to be filming a video next week that shows a different end of that spectrum.
Okay, but you can't put all your eggs in one basket. And you've kind of seen GameStop trying to diversify by selling pop figures and plushies and all sorts of nerd culture stuff. But where was I going with that? Like the interest to buy physical is still there. The consumer still wants physical. And you can see that limited run games came out of nowhere and built a whole business, a very profitable, well, I don't know if it's profitable, but a very successful business from
it's pretty profitable
physical games only. They're using a very different model than GameStop. So I think that physical games is still very much a business. It's still very, it's still in demand. But a company that revolves only around that, where they can't afford, barely any profit margins on a video game copy in a market where games lose value so fast, I don't think that's feasible anymore.
Well, GameStop isn't completely to not blame either, though. I mean, for a company that only Thumper is getting a physical release.
There you go.
From Limited Run. GameStop isn't complete. GameStop expanded too big, like most of these fucking stores did, and then everyone cries when they go out of business. I think the internet takes a lot of blame for things as far as, brick and mortar stores going out of business, but there's still a lot of brick and mortar stores thriving. There's actually brick and mortar stores and smaller, I guess just keep it to gaming. There's actually smaller, brick and mortar stores that are expanding, and which, probably sounds crazy to a lot of people, but next week on RGT85, you'll see a video on it. So there is room for growth. It's just like anything, you get a little success, you ride the success, you end up blowing your load, you go too hard, and then you're, smoking crack in a back alley somewhere.
What are we talking about?
Just any sort of success. And that's, the rise and fall of GameStop. They're like, oh, well, we're the best. Let's buy up all these smaller branches. Let's buy up all these smaller companies. Oh, now we have a billion different companies. Oh, look, the landscape is changing. Like the pricing structure of GameStop is still fucking atrocious. Like, let me see if it's still that price, because at the time I did my video 13 days ago, I did I gave a specific example of a used game price that was way too damn high. And it is still that price. Ys 8 came out last summer, I want to say, right, on the PS4. Do you know how much a used copy of that is right now?
On the PS4?
On the PS4.
I'm going to assume $20. 25.
55.
Okay.
55 on GameStop's website. You are a fucking video game company. All you do is video game stuff. You're not in tune with the used price market of this game. You're not in tune with what this game should be selling for. Like, I can go on eBay right now and
$55.
There's not. Oh, they're all like new or sealed.
But I get your point. Yeah, GameStop doesn't follow the trends. They just kind of try to play to their own tune and screws them over. Thank you, Kentucky, for the $1 donation, saying, I am not sure why physical games get a discount price at Amazon and digital games don't. It's weird since it costs more to make a physical game. It's valid.
I don't know, but don't argue with it.
As Sean says.
Why are all these sealed? Like, did nobody want to sell this game?
Probably.
That's weird. It was also probably a somewhat limited run, right, but still, it's still too damn expensive.
Yeah, but there's a lot of conditions that would say why GameStop. You raise a good point that there's just too many. I'm just thinking from where I live, if I drive like 5 kilometers in any direction from me, that's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 miles in your language. I can hit up 3 GameStops from my place in equal distance, which is unnecessary.
Of course. But of course.
Right.
All right, here we go. So, let's see. Complete prices. like $40 here. You sold on eBay, 42.99, 46. Nothing really above 50. Here's a 29.80 copy. So like, fuck, man, you need to know the market. So that should be $40 or something max.
Right.
And then you would actually sell those copies instead of those copies sitting there on your shelf.
Yep. Yeah, they've made a lot of mistakes, but I would still argue it's a whole different market, a brick and mortar video game store today versus 10 years ago. And another thing that they do bad is they focus way too much on on the latest releases. Like you go to a mom and pop brick and mortar, you can buy everything from an old Atari cart to the latest PS4. Actually, it's probably harder to find the more modern stuff, but they'll usually keep a few copies of the new stuff. But you can go in there and you can buy stuff for all of your old systems. And like that, to me, that's what a video game store should be. Like if you're in the business of selling video games, you should carry everything.
I agree.
And you don't need a lot of stores to do that.
I concur.
Seeing you guys in the States lost your gamer club.
I never got it.
Well, I heard it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I just had Amazon Prime, so I just use that.
Wait a minute, I have Amazon Prime now. You get discounts?
Yes, stupid.
It's probably just in the US though.
Probably.
Although I will check it out. What's it like? Is it just Amazon Prime?
So like
game discount?
Captain Toad is a $40 game in the States. It cost me $32 because I have Amazon Prime.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. Captain Toad.
They'll probably charge you extra because you live in a third world country.
We're gonna be leaders one day. One day. You guys are making it easier for us. That's a poster. All right. Currently unavailable. Are you serious? I can't even pre-order. It's just currently unavailable. Okay, let's try. But I can order Smash Brothers Ultimate. All right, here we go. Let's go with Mario Tennis Aces. $80 or there is no or. It's just $80.
Well, look at a game that hasn't released yet.
Why is it only for new releases?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Pokemon Let's Go. No prices.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think we. Oh, look at that! It's $65
instead of 80.
Seems that way.
What do you mean seems that way? Is it or isn't it?
Well, it says 65, but sometimes these things get confused and they think I'm in America and then they give me an American pricing and then you go to check.
That's not an American price. American price would be $59.99.
Okay, so yeah, you get
so there you
$15 off.
20. It's 20. It's like 20%, I think.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. Amazon Prime. Check it out.
I'm sure you're a bit late to that party, but
I know. All right. So we didn't even really get to our big headliner, which is actually the title of the show tonight, which is what do you like in your games and what do you hate in your game? What do we love and hate in our games?
I like boobs in my games and I hate penises.
Says the guy who plays Conan online. The only game with a penis slider.
That game is such crap. I heard they've made it better, but I don't have time to return to games, you know?
How long did you make it?
I played that game for like 15 hours.
Not the game.
I was just... Oh, the maximum size.
Of course.
I mean, if you're gonna go, might as well go all the way.
All right. I guess we should have prepared a list or something. I didn't really think this through.
It's fine. It's the old bait and switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the title. Sorry, guys. We're not gonna be covering too much of what we love and hate because we were too busy talking about stocks and business of video.
I already talked about what I loved and hated, so we're good.
Literally just boobs and dicks.
I mean,
I don't like unnecessary cutscenes. You know how in Hyrule Warriors, every time you encounter a boss or a boss shows up, you have to, like, it stops your game to do the cutscene. And yes, you can skip the cutscene, but it's still like, it's a repetitive cutscene. Like whoever's playing that, I've put over 50 hours. I don't need to see this cutscene anymore. That's one thing I don't like. Okay, you go.
I already did.
All right. Let's take it to the audience. Lightning round. What do you guys love, hate in your games? What do you guys think of Nintendo stock? Warframe and GameStop being up for sale, or really, do you have any other topics or questions you want to hash out in the last 50 minutes of the show? Let us know. I will give you a lot of money if you can ever figure out how to fart like that.
I feel like I could.
Like, I feel it's not outside of your reach.
No, it's not. Why can't I just find like an audio clip of that?
Mario, jokes on YouTube. You can't demonetize an already demonetized channel. So that's why we can get away with putting video game music at the beginning of the show, because I don't lose anything.
Mutant Football League is coming to the Switch? What the fuck?
Everything's coming to the Switch. Didn't you hear?
I really like that game on the PS4.
Pro Nerdy, I was on the Spawncast a few months ago, actually, when Sean was not there. I'm usually Sean's substitute that one time.
I will be, I don't leave till Sunday morning, so I'll be doing that.
And I was talking to Spawnwave, actually, last week, so we might be working together on stuff. Not necessarily YouTube stuff, but stuff. RGT85, you really like that Captain Toad music, don't you? Pair that with his favorite city of New Donk City, the guy's in heaven.
Yeah. Only $40 too.
What is?
Mutant League or Mutant Football League.
Did you play it on another system?
I got a PS4 review code.
Random question. Did you play Detroit Becoming Human?
No.
No interest?
I don't really like Heavy Rain and stuff.
Yeah, I can't get into those games either.
Sean. Yeah.
Sean. I tried, like the PS Plus game last month was one of those narrative games, and they're just boring. But I can get into Firewatch, which is also a narrative game, so I don't know.
Firewatch is also not nearly as long of a game as that is though.
Mm-hmm. PKG asking, wasn't there Captain Toad levels in Super Mario 3D World, or am I tripping?
Other way around.
Yeah, other way around. The Wii U version of Captain Toad, if you had a save file of Mario 3D World on your Wii U, you would access 3D World levels in Captain Toad. And now they're doing the same on the Switch with Odyssey. I wonder if they're going to bundle in the 3D World levels anyways. Do you know?
No, they're not.
No?
No.
Rest in peace. 3D World. Mario asks, do you believe the 4chan Nintendo Direct leak is real or not?
It could be.
But do you believe it? Which one is this anyways? What's the latest 4chan leak?
The Smash Brothers one.
What? Another one?
Just the roster. I mean, you can't discount 4chan like so many people like to. Like,
there's a lot of people.
It's just, where the hell is my buy it early price on this Mutant Football League?
You don't get it.
No, I do.
Pro Nerdy has another topic. Here's a topic. What do you guys think of Nintendo's eShop?
Sucks.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is that it's not as good as the previous version, as the 3DS or the Wii U, really. I think it was Jules, wasn't it? Jules who was on the show talking about it.
Keith.
Yeah, so some developers have complained about it as well. It's good to find something that you know you want, but if you're just like browsing, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's honestly, I don't hate it.
Love it, like it, hate it, or meh.
I like it. How about you?
It's better now that they've improved a couple things and added different categories and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people are wondering where the quality of life update is when.
Hopefully, burning in hell. Who cares?
But I want a theme on my Switch, but I don't. But themes, the online stuff, like there's a lot of stuff that hasn't hit the Switch yet. Even Netflix. Where's Netflix on Switch? Come on.
Where's Mutant Football League? Oh, it comes out in September.
Same time as Netflix.
I would rather have Mutant Football League.
So yeah, what don't you guys like about the eShop? Curious. So Sergeant Crag says it's too mushed up. Santiago saying that they need to revamp it. Sergeant Crag saying it needs categories. Categories would be good. Like Steam has categories. I like that. Jake hates it. Wow, you guys really don't like the eShop. Gintoki says, already asked this before. Nintendo has done a lot of genres. Which genre would you like a new game to be?
Mutant Football League.
That's not a genre.
Mutant Football. Mutant Football is a genre.
Okay. Nintendo has done a lot of genres. Which genre would you like a new game? Okay, I see what you mean.
FPS.
I want more open world. Another open world, like Breath of the Wild, but
okay.
different. Like Breath of the Wild, but different.
I mean, that's fair.
What's Mario here saying? One point is that we get Isle Delfino Kingdom as free DLC. What's going on about? Oh, this is for the direct thing.
Yeah.
I feel like this Isle Delfino Kingdom is going to be like the rumor of our generation. Like when Mario 64 came out, there were all these rumors of how to get Luigi. Well, the Mario Odyssey, like rumor of our time, is going to be, oh, Isle Delfino is in the source code somewhere, or it's coming.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a thing.
Sergeant Crack, I would like themes. I still got the Gunvolt theme for my 3DS. Yeah, I think like themes is a must, just because the Switch is so portable. You can already customize it so much with the physical hardware. Themes has to be on its way within the year, I would imagine. PKG saying
probably with the online service.
Yeah, I would imagine so. They could get very creative in what they do there too. Pro Nerdy, there should be a rating system so that the good indie games stand out. The shop is too full of cheap, pointless game. That's a slippery slope, Pro Nerdy, because I remember the Wii U had a rating system, and there were some pretty terrible games that had a lot of 5 stars.
Yeah.
You know the ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even there were terrible games that sold well just because they were cheap.
Yeah.
Like Meme Run and...
Oh, God, Meme Run.
Fuck that kid. He was smart, though. I will give him credit. He was smart.
He was a smart ass.
I remember he made a second game.
Yes, and I bought it, and I streamed it, and it was terrible.
Well, I mean, Meme Run wasn't exactly it.
I know. Remember we had Jono. Jono reviewed it. We made a video review of it.
Yeah, he was just like a fucking young college kid who made a bunch of bank making Meme Run, and then he just rode off into the sunset.
Yep. Stole all the assets, too.
Yeah, of course he did.
It was a money grab. But hey, he understood the market.
Yeah.
Isn't that's one of the only games that got like removed from the eShop? So if you you could download it to your Wii U, it got removed from the eShop. So like if you have a Wii U with Meme Run on it right now, like that's
nobody
rare.
cares.
Nobody cares, but it's rare. All right, what else we got here? I hear you tapping. Joshua Butt says, don't buy digital enough to care one way or the other for the eShop. Sean says that there are great games only available on digitally, which is accurate. So don't discredit the eShop just because you prefer digital or physical.
Or phygital.
Mario, maybe Trolls gave those games 5 stars. Yeah, like there was this one game on the Wii U. What was it called? There was what was it called? That one with your stupid face in it. There were 2 games with your stupid face in it. One, you were a coin.
The hit game, The Letter? That's what you're talking about?
Yes, The Letter. Like, The Letter had a very supportive community behind it. And this stupid face right here that you're looking at was in the game as well.
Fantastically written game.
And what was the other game where you were a coin?
Plot twist, The Maze.
Yeah, there was a game where you could pick up Sean's face as currency.
I mean, it's not a bad form of currency.
Oh, it's shit. Rax the Great says, I want a damn Castlevania collections where they HD Castlevania 1, 3, 4, X, and Bloodlines. I would totally buy that. But
I think a lot of people would too.
Konami doesn't like money though. So, what do you
They don't
guys think is one of the most underrated games of all time? Oh shit, that's tough.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
You are a liar, sir.
What? This is one of the most underrated. I think it's pretty underrated.
I think it's not underrated. I think people accept it for what it is.
Some people.
Star Fox Zero. Now there's an underrated game.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Miyamoto agrees. I mean, that's probably not the most, but that's the one that comes to mind right now. I'm sure there's more if I thought about it. Pro Nerdy WWE 2K18 needs to be removed. Completely agree with that.
Yes, it needs to be burned at the stake.
Kentucky says, I want another game from the developer of Kamiko. I don't think I played that one. I remember the box art.
You play the box art of a $5 eShop game on the Switch?
Nope. That I'm remembering. I'm thinking of another game.
No, that's what you said. Ooh, Monster Hunter comes out next month. I forgot about that.
I want an RGT85 game added to the eShop.
There's one on the NES.
When are you going to port that, sir?
I don't have...
Is it coming to the Switch?
Okay. I don't have that ability.
I'm sure you do. You're connected to everything. You're probably connected to my family in some weird, twisted way.
I am your father.
I can see it.
Weird.
Sergeant Crack asks, why didn't Bloodlines or Contra Hardcore come out on Genesis VC?
Because Konami's stupid.
There you go.
That's the only reason I can think of.
Oh man, Nintendo Land, there's an underrated game. That was a really good game.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it was a mini game compilation, though.
It's better than Mario Party.
Mario
Mario Party 10.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but
I feel like you've been playing a lot more like obscure games this gen. Do you have any little gems? What was that thing you were playing at Too Many Games last year?
Oceanhorn?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's actually getting a physical from Limited Run.
That's the thing. If you want to find like hidden gems, just go to Limited Runs and see everything that they're porting to physical. All those games are pretty much hidden gems that they're trying to polish off.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Or anything from Nicalis.
Well, there's also super rare games as well.
A company or?
Yeah, they do physical eShop games, and they are announcing 10 on some shitty YouTube channel called Beat 'em Ups because he somehow got the fucking exclusive on that.
Don't be jealous.
And I know a couple. I think I know a couple of them, and they're actually pretty cool.
It's because he has better hair.
Shut up.
He does. Some are born with it. Some use Maybelline.
Okay.
What was I going to ask? Completely forgot. Lost track. Anyways. Josh was saying, RGT, talk to your boys over at Sega Europe and get a Shenmue re-release on the Switch.
I've been hearing things about that, actually.
Nice. Promising things?
Yeah. I've been hearing some things about that.
Kentucky, completely agree with you, saying, I love the Metroid minigame on Nintendo Land. My brother and I would get so pissed playing the game, but it was so fun. That was one of the best games on that collection.
Yeah, it was.
It's pronounced Nicholas, like the name. Thank you, Rex. I always thought it was Nicholas, but I don't know. Sean deals with him more, so I thought Nicalis? How do you pronounce it?
I say Nicalis.
Nicalis. Who knows? We're going to have to get them on here and figure out how to pronounce their name. All right, and we are down to the hour. By the way, guys, when I have time, I want to set up a giveaway for another E3 exclusive piece of swag I got. But here's a little teaser for you guys. While I was at E3 last month, I got to play Sonic Team Sonic Racing, and they gave me a cool air freshener. I don't know if you can get these anywhere else. They were giving them away at E3, but next week Sean's not here. But on the next Class vs. Crass, we're going to be giving one of these away in a giveaway. Where are you going next week anyways? Birthday or something?
Yeah, I'm taking a late birthday celebration.
Okay. So yeah, Sean's not going to be here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a show with another guest or if I'm just going to stream myself, try to beat the final level of Mario Odyssey. Something like that. We'll see. What's coming down the pipe for you?
Sonic Mania Plus, Tuesday at 9 or 10 a.m. I'm doing a video also on Tuesday with Jordan Fringe about Spyro. There's going to be a video on my channel about Spyro and one on his channel about Solid Snake. Shining Resonance review at some point. Captain Toad review at some point. RGT News Wednesday and Friday. God, I don't really know. Those are all the concrete things.
All right, sounds good. Over in my end on content creation, there's I started working on part 2 of that Nintendo 64 best games. I'm working on the next entry for that. I'm not sure when it's going to be released. At work, I'm working on something really exciting, though, and this is something I can't wait to share with you guys. So if you don't follow me already on Twitter, check out HeyJOfficial. I'll be announcing it there. In the next few days, maybe a week, we'll be announcing what it is, but there's some big stuff happening at Enthusiast Gaming. It's exciting. And what else we got? If you haven't already liked the video, be sure to like it on your way out. And if you want more Class vs. Crass, be sure to subscribe. We are here every Sunday except next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the videos do get uploaded afterwards. And I am trying to get better at putting them on SoundCloud as well, if you prefer listening to them there, or if you ever miss an episode or anything like that. So I think that's everything. Thanks again, all of you, for joining. We hope you have a good evening. We'll see you. I'll see you next week. Till then, keep it classy, as Sean would say.
Keep it crassy.